This is a Male Rights Activist Podcast, episode 102. We focus on relationships, sports, and pop culture from a man's point of view. First of all, we want to thank our listeners, our new ones, and our OGs. Thank you for hanging with the fellas.
What up?
Today's show, we got to talk about that red table.
The MRA table does not like entanglements.
California is closing back up.
Grand opening, grand closing.
And Nick Cannon's ex is staking her claim, knowing that a Dear Erby Writer is in bad shape. Kamal and I are going to try to coach him up. All that and more right now. This MRA podcast with Kyle and Kamel, where men come to talk and women come to eavesdrop. I am Kyle.
I am Kamal.
We're saving relationships one listener at a time. Kamal, California is shut down again.
Oh, man.
Man, let me tell you something, man. I don't see how this is going to help us. I understand the corona rates are going up, but eventually, unless there's some magical cure, they wasn't able to find a cure for the flu, but unless there's some magical cure for corona coming that I can't imagine, eventually, here's what's going to happen. They're going to shut down. The cases are going to go down. They're going to open up. The case is going to go back up. They're going to shut down. The case is going to go back down. They're going to open up. The case is going to go back up. What say you, dog?
Well, I don't think. I think they when everything shut down the first go round, they probably, and I'm throwing numbers out there, so please don't quote me. I could be wrong, but I'm going to say maybe 75 to 80% of the country actually complied, and so it was able to. It went down. Mm-hmm. But because the economy tanked and people lost jobs and money became an issue, they started getting pressure from the constituents to open this motherfucker back up.
That's a big word.
Yeah. But what they did was they opened it too early. So I think everybody was game, everyone was down, but they got a little restless and they opened it back up too early. And so they're saying probably this time, man, it probably needs to go back to maybe 6 weeks, maybe even longer, of people quarantining themselves, people wearing masks, shit closing down, no mass gatherings. They need to go back and try to flatten the curve again, because I think that people just got tired of being bottled up and not seeing people.
Absolutely.
And so as soon as people thought what? I've been in the house for 2 months. I ain't got shit. I'm ready to go back. I told you I was going to the park, seeing cats barbecuing and playing pickup basketball. And this is before they opened up everything.
Yeah, people sick of it, dude.
People got sick of it. So it's going to be hard to get people back into the house. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And we're Americans. We hard-headed. And, you can't tell us what to do. But I think it's the right move because, it's scary how people, especially, here's the thing about it. Now we actually have anecdotal evidence where it's you see people on Facebook and they're talking shit, and then a month later they're dead. This guy was saying this. Oh, this was that teacher who did this. So it's we're following people's lives and they're going from healthy to dead. Whereas I think when it first started, we just saw them dying. We heard about the deaths. So we're just assuming it's sad, but it's old people and you don't know what happened. But now I think we're seeing stories of healthy people before the COVID. And then a month later, 2 months later, they're dead. So I think that is, for me, eye-opening, and whatever they say to do to be safe, I'm gonna heed to that.
Well, my problem is it's become political, man. The Republicans are saying open up, that business-minded. The Democrats are saying stay closed, and so that's the problem what I have. It's now opening up has become associated with Trump, and staying closed has become associated with Democrats. And so it's left people's regular logic, and now you pretty much have to side with your gang. What are the Bloods doing? What are the Crips doing? So that's the thing that bothers me, that logic is out the window. Actual numbers are out the window. Everybody's cooking the books for their argument. So it's hard to tell what the truth is.
Yeah, I'll say I think that probably was the case in the past. I think it's starting to lean more towards like, let's trust the scientists, because Florida and Texas and might be like Georgia, but definitely Florida, when the governor was talking that shit, like, we're not New York. They opened up a long time. They closed late and they opened up early. Mm-hmm. And now they say, like, they're calling Florida or Miami the new Wuhan. Like, that's the epicenter of the world now. And that governor back in April or even May was talking shit about, they didn't close and we're good. And so look at us. And he was very confident and cocky that basically you guys had it wrong. And he is the guy that was probably cooking the books and didn't want to close because out of the governors, he's probably the biggest Trump supporter. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, well, Trump, you have a Trump guy who did what Trump wanted. Mm-hmm. And the state is basically the new epicenter of the virus. Mm-hmm. Texas, the governor and the lieutenant governor, big time Trump people. And you can't tell Texas what to do. You can't tell him shit.
Yeah,
governor just closed. He closed before California. And so these are real people. These are red people. These are people who vote and vote Republican, and they're dying. So you can talk all the politics shit, like the science is the science. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can not wear your mask and go out to COVID parties because freedom and F the Democrats and you want to own the libs, and then 3 weeks later you're in ICU. You can't blame that on the libs. You know what I'm saying? Trust the science. Don't forget your corners. It just so happens that normally with climate change and a lot of this shit, the Dems are on the side of science, and that's unfortunate. But I know one of the Republican governors from back in the day was like, Republicans have to stop being the stupid party. Yeah. We got to start rolling with the science, but they don't want to. I feel it in my gut. And the thing about the science is it costs more money. Once the science comes up with a conclusion, well, now I got to change my whole power plant. Well, now I got to make precautions. And so that costs the billionaire more money. I don't want to do all that.
Nah, we
so
don't
fuck science.
Fuck out of here, man. Let me go back to my gut. Hey, we come back, man. We got some feedback later in the show. We have a post-nut mode story from a guy who put his life on the line for some dome. Wait till you hear this one. Whew, it's the MRA Podcast. Hey, what's up, guys? I sure hope you're enjoying the show. If you like it, I invite you to go to our website, themrapodcast.com, and catch up on over 100 episodes that we have in store for you.
You ain't working, you might as well check us out.
And if you want some more, go over to The World According to Cheryl and check me out on Cheryl Underwood's podcast. We post content there every single day. We have her normal radio show labeled SUR, and then the Cheryl Underwood podcast, where we get in her personal business every Friday. Then on the weekends, we have the specialty shows that range from Late Night Cupcake into Auntie Cheryl's House Party to our gospel show, Spiritual Nourishment.
You gotta check out The World According to Cheryl, even though I ain't on it.
We got some feedback, homie.
Do we now?
Yeah, man. Who's this from? It's my sister said. You guys are well-oiled machine. Episode 100 was so funny. I didn't know Lil Lack was a wild one. He's a wild boy, man. Nadia's dude is a whack-onia. Whack, whack, whack. He's lucky to have her. Love the new commercials. I was laughing out loud about the lot lizards in episode 101. That was hilarious. I was impressed what you said about the HBCUs and actually that you would send your sons. Thank you. That's from my sister. My mom's. Happy birthday. My mom celebrated a big birthday this week. Got a shout out to moms, man.
Yeah, happy birthday, man.
Yeah, man. She said she also enjoys new commercials, and she said we've come a long way as far as how we tackle serious topics. So there you go. Thanks, Ma Dukes. Brother Green listens to us on YouTube. He said, y'all dead right on about Kanye, bro. So there you go, man. I'm sure that was right on, but I'll take the y'all.
Yeah, you get the y'all, man.
Yeah. Hercules from Philly said, "What up, fellas? It's been a while. Had to do a bid, but I'm back." Oh man, what happened, Hercules?
Well, I'm glad to have him back home.
Yeah, man. He said, "I think y'all drew a few pre-nut conclusions on August Alsina." We're gonna talk about that in just a second too. He said, "You guys said he brought it on because they thought he was solid, but that was years ago. You never had someone to bring you in because they thought you were solid, only to find out that they were not solid." You might have a point there. At the beginning, he was available for the arrangement, kind of like when you get your first job. You're an ambitious young team player and all. But what happens when the gig gets old? When you start realizing the gig is only about the gig, not about you. Then what happens when the gig is over? He said he took a lot of heat from everybody, but by keeping the secret, maybe at first the heat was worth it. But once you're back on your own and back loyal to yourself, like most niggas or most post nuts, he might be like, fuck them and their secrets. It's about me now. How long would you take the heat of being a liar? Your integrity openly questioned years after you're not even in the relationship no more, while Will and Jada move on to the next secret nigga. He was loyal to the people that he was in awe of at first, but back to himself now. Like, I'm AA, I don't owe them shit no more. Plus, my album's coming out. I think you guys judged it like he was telling on a married woman he was fucking. When in actuality, the Smiths were in it, the whole thing, two veterans controlling their narrative. That's like being loyal to your bitch and her baby daddy. So it seems to me that maybe he did it so that he could walk away with his own narrative intact. What do you think, Kamal?
I don't agree.
Oh, explain.
Well, we know more now. We know more from the Red Table Talk. So, and it got me to. I went in on August. It got me to change my whole opinion about August, and now I have some opinions about Miss Pinkett.
Can't wait to get to that.
Yeah.
He just also said, this is one last piece because we skipped some for time, but he said, in actuality, and I love owning our own shit, man. He said, this is our fault, Kamal, because we never came out with a side piece boot camp for niggas. That's what it was, man. I mean, now that you say it like that. hey, now that he says it like that, he might have a point there, sir. You know what I'm saying? We never coached the dudes on how to do it, man. Hey, my take is like this, man. To me, you got to keep it quiet, man. I mean, I understand people is coming at you, but it's the side piece handbook says you can't put her business out there, man. You just can't do it. But you got to be able to defend yourself. But maybe be vague. I don't know, man. It's a tough subject. But now that we know so much more, by the way, thank you, Hercules, one of our OGs from Philly. Now that we have so much more information, we got to talk about that. But first, we got to get into a not in post nut mode story about a man who put his life on the line for some dome. Wait till you hear the predicament this dude put himself into. It's the MRA Podcast. According to Webster's dictionary, being in post-nut mode is when you have a clear mind and you can make sound decisions as if you just busted a nut.
Yeah, I don't know if Webster actually said that.
No, he didn't. But our listener, Big Easy Q, told us all about it, and we can relate. Women, men. So listen, if you have a story of when you did something foolish.
In pre-nut mode.
Yeah, something really dumb. Maybe it was top crime. Especially something in pre-nut mode you don't want nobody to know about. Hit us up, and we'll tell the world. We can all laugh at your expense, and hopefully you'll learn from your mistakes.
Aristotle once said, the results of pre-nut mode is the best teacher. I think he said some shit like that.
Send us your stories at dearerby@themrapodcast.com. That's dearerby@themrapodcast.com. And now it's time for a post-nut mode story, only on the MRA Podcast. All right, man, it's time for a post-nut mode story, Kamal.
Yeah, these are my favorites.
I look forward to seeing our choices every week. Here we go. This is from Bernard in Lexington, Kentucky. He said, this happened to me a couple of years ago. I met this girl on Plenty of Fish. I guess that's like a dating site. She works in a part of town where brothers don't normally go. But she was one of those nasty girls who talk a good game. She was telling me what she wanted to do to me and how she could not wait to taste me. So I said I would pick her up on her lunch break and we could see if she was serious. She said the only catch was she had a 30-minute lunch break. That's all she had. And I had to get her something to eat. I said, all right. The problem was it was broad daylight. I had nowhere to take her, but I was determined to make this happen, so we started driving around. Then I pulled into this alley in a residential neighborhood. Nobody was around, so I asked her if this was a good enough place. She said it was. I unzipped, and she got ready to go to work. As soon as she started, I looked to my left and saw an older white man approaching us. He was in his backyard, and I guess he could see us through his chain-link fence. He yelled out, "What in the hell?" And this is how I know I was in prenup mode. Instead of stopping her, I just wanted her to finish first. I'm thinking, come on. Then he jumps in his truck that is parked in his backyard and peels out. That is when I told her we needed to pause for the cause, and I peeled out. I went to take her back to work, but when I looked in my rear view, he was right behind us. I hit a right and got out of there. That was the day I got to see what my Camaro could do. I left his ass in the dust and brought my girl back to work with 3 minutes to spare. She had the nerve to get mad at me, though, because I didn't feed her, even though she almost cost me in my life. Miss me with that. It was the last time we talked. That's Bernard in Lexington, Kentucky. Kamal, where did Bernard go wrong, dog? You know, you always got to coach him up afterwards. What happened, man? Break this tape down.
I would have gotten her that fucking meal.
First?
No, I'm saying after all of that. Like he said, she got mad at him. I was like, hold on, I'll go get you the meal because we're going to continue this one.
That is funny. To be continued. So
to
I
be
love
continued. He said, that was the last time we talked. He said, she almost cost me my life. How did she almost cost you? You picked the spot. Come on, Bernard. You found the spot. When she's going to town, you didn't tell her that there was a dude there. She might have said, oh, let's just chill. Let's go to another. You gave her no information. Come on, Bernard, man. How you going to put this off on her? And she seems like such a good friend to have. Like, come on, Bernard. On her lunch break? In an alley? And you couldn't figure out a way to get on her good side after the meal, homie. But no, I don't know about this one, Kyle. I think me and old girl, we probably would have kept in contact after this one. This would have been one of the ones we laughed at. Remember that time? I would.
Man, you are ridiculous, dude. That is some funny perspective because I'm looking at Bernard like I could understand him in his mind. He's like, man, this girl ain't nothing but trouble. Let me get away. Like Will Smith said, girls in the world ain't nothing but trouble. He wrote the song. He probably should listen to it right about now. Man. But, man, I guess in his mind, maybe it was racially motivated that the man chased him. But either way, the dude probably didn't appreciate somebody getting pleasure near his home in broad daylight.
Yeah, I understand the man's point. I mean, I wouldn't have hopped in the car and followed him or nothing like that. But I understand, like, hey, take that shit somewhere else. I get that, but I just don't get why Bernard was salty with old girl. I get why she was salty with him. Like, homie, where's the lunch? I would have went to the. How would
Did you not remember what we just went through?
The deal was dome as long as you feed me.
Mm-hmm.
I would have hopped on Yelp so fast and found the nearest.
Man, that's facts. He should have brought her something back, man. Just on GP, man. Even if he didn't want to get down with her no more, because I could see why he's thinking, man, I was tripping, man. She's bad news.
A deal's a deal, though, man.
A deal's a deal, man. You got to honor your commitments, man. I love it, man. Hey, when we come back, man, we got to talk about the Jada Pinkett Smith red tape. We're talking later in the show. Nick Cannon's ex keeps putting her bid in. Is she home, reckon? We got to find out if a flag is necessary. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey, guys, if you're digging the show, then please tell somebody. People might say something to you like, hey, man, you know, what podcast you listening to? And that's when you say the MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal.
Or the MRA Podcast with Kamal and Kyle.
Kamal, when this dropped, so many people said, I cannot wait to hear y'all's take on this. And I appreciate that we got people that want to hear our take on the Red Table Talk. It was only 12 minutes, Kamal. It was one of the shortest episodes. The first thing I remember about it was how hurt Will Smith looked. First of all, I got to give props to Will Smith. I've always been a fan of his, but the way he handled this, man, to me, a lot of people wanted him to be more mad at his wife, but he already knew about this. The way he handled it, to me, he handled it like a straight up G. He handled it the way I wish I could, because for me, this is what I'm talking about here. If your woman needs a little something, man, I be secure. Now, I'm not saying I can handle this, but I want to be secure enough to be like, handle that. Because when I need a little something, I need to be able to get that too. Now, I would prefer if we, I don't want to say that. I prefer if I did it without letting you know every time I'm in it. But if you want to know, and if you want, I'm cool with if we was being absolutely honest. I've never done this before, Kamal, so I'm just talking out the side of my neck. Nigga talking big shit about something he ain't never done. But I'm just saying, man, to me, this is a real friendship where it's like, because look, Kamal, if you got some ass tomorrow, you know you can come and talk to me about it. And I would wish we could put it on the air, but I wouldn't. And I would enjoy every detail of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would enjoy every damn detail of you digging that thing out. And I'd be like, and we can come up with a plan so that your I know your wife is listening to something to asshole right now. So that your wife never finds out, because I ain't trying to break up no homes, dog. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Plus, your wife is the type to get revenge, man. I know it. And so we don't need that, dog. But here's the thing, man. To me, you're my friend. I would want to hear about you getting some. And so, in theory, if me and my girl are really like that and she really wants to get something from another dude, I want to hear the details. Tell me all about it. Show me the tape. I'm going to be crying while I watch it, but let me see the tape. I want to watch.
Bigger man than me. Episode 100, I went in on this kid August.
Yes, you did.
I said the man needs to be a lifetime ban.
Yes, you did. You said Paul Tagliabue and
yeah, Roger Goodell,
David Stern, Goodell, all the commissioners.
Yeah,
Bud Sterling.
Yeah, exactly.
They all need to get together.
I have, in light of new information.
Oh, this motherfucker here, watch the tape. Hold up, man. Hold up. You don't get to kick a nigga out the league and then wave off the flag.
In light of new information, we are going to lessen his ban.
Oh, okay. So he's still in trouble, right?
For 3 games.
Okay.
Coach Pinkett Smith.
Oh my gosh.
She needs to report to the commissioner's office.
Oh no.
Hey Kyle, let me tell you something, man. And I'm gonna try to choose my words carefully, because I'm probably the second biggest Will Smith fan that I know, besides my homeboy Jason.
All right, well, how did I just get knocked off? I just said I was a big Will Smith fan.
Yeah, I think I got you.
Oh my God!
I think I got you, man.
Wait a minute, man. First of all, you told everybody on the MRA podcast how you just dropped D.L. Hughley in your top 3. So I know you act funny style with your rankings. So if you think you're the biggest fan, I just got to wait a week or two, and he's going to drop, because that's how you get down, homie.
Yeah. I said I'm the second biggest Will Smith fan.
He might be the third in an hour.
Yeah. But, man, I'm such a huge Will fan. And from every time I hear somebody talk about him, just how cool he is, and always trying to just give wisdom and help people out. And
yeah, good dude,
just a genuinely good dude.
Yeah.
And to see this man have to sit up there at that goddamn table and be a part of this circus now.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. You ever see this movie, Donnie Brasco?
Yeah, of course. Come on.
Okay. So for people who didn't never see this movie.
Johnny Depp, right?
Johnny Depp is an undercover federal agent. And he hangs around like the local hoodlums and stuff like that. And Al Pacino, who's like a seasoned mob guy, befriends him, brings him around. They embrace him and all that stuff. And then they use that information to help take down some of these mob guys. And at the end of the movie, they call for Al Pacino. Like, yo, come on. We need to holler at you for a second. He puts his dough up, he puts his watch up and stuff like that, knowing that he's about to get disciplined because he brought this person into the family.
I'm surprised you didn't go Harlem Nights. You handpicked
Oh
him?
yeah, I was thinking that too. You handpicked him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was that the hand you picked him?
Yeah, you handpicked him. Right. Same thing. It's like this, man. When she said, when I watched that Red Table Talk, when she said that when he first came around, he was sick.
Sick.
I was like, you bought somebody broken.
Yeah.
You bought somebody broken into the fold.
Yeah.
And maybe he was cool for a while, but he was broken. And you acknowledged that. You knew it. If I bring some crackhead into my house, man, I clean them up and all of that stuff, and I bring him around the family, move him into the house and all that stuff, and 2-3 years, everyone loves him, and then all of a sudden he relapses and robs us blind, takes my kids' college fund. That's my fault.
But if your wife does it, all she's going to talk about is how much the reasons why she did it, which is what Jada did. She just didn't own it.
I don't believe any of it, Kyle. I don't. I believe this is the spin. I believe they were not.
City.
I believe they were not broken up. I do believe they have an open relationship.
Come out. They were not broken up. That is bullshit, Aldo.
Yeah, I don't believe they were broken up. The fact of the matter is, you mentioned Will's transgressions. We don't know about him.
Why would you do this? See, that's the blame.
We
game,
don't
man.
know about Will's transgressions. You know why? Because Will's chicks know what the fuck to do.
Whoever Will is with, he has picked correctly.
Yes.
But when it went down, she blamed him, and he co-signed with it.
Right.
Because that was the narrative. We were broken up. I was done with you because we've already said on the air there was a time when I was done with you. So let's just make it like this was that time. Oh, word? That's not real. Anybody that can put a timeline together can know August Alsina's been on the show. What are you talking about?
Right.
Your timelines don't match, player. Y'all wasn't broken up that long.
Yeah, so now Will's on this table, this Red Table Talk. Everyone's like, he's got the crying Jordan meme.
Oh,
he
God,
is,
so
a bunch of the people making fun like entanglements and stuff like that. This man, like today, 50 said some shit to him.
50's been in his ass since this.
Right.
Boy,
and so now,
asshole.
This man, Will Smith, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the first rapper to win a Grammy.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Mr. 4th of July. The man saved the world more times than anybody.
He did more than any of these rappers, man.
Right.
Any of them. And he's still cool as fuck.
And he's caught up in some TMZ style bullshit right now.
And look how many rumors that came about him, like he's gay or he has women on the side. He was with Margot Robbie or he's all this bullshit. Nothing's been confirmed. They're just rumors. Jada's shit gets out of hand, and now I got to sit here and embarrass myself. And as a man, if somebody smashes your lady, that is a knock to us. That's why we pick women that are chaste.
Right.
We don't like loose women because we never want to be embarrassed like this.
Jada, what she did was bad for the brand.
Yes, it was.
And here's the thing about it. I don't know if the kids know. I don't know if the kids knew. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like it just opens up all these cans of worms. And now your auntie, your uncle, all of these people, your business is out there because she brought somebody who was broken into the fold. And so honestly, man, as much as I respect this man and I hate being in this business, but his business is out there. You know what I'm saying? And as a matter of fact, if I was advising them, and Jay, if I was advising the family, we're going to sit this one, we're going to write this one out. We don't respond to this kid. Through our representatives, it's bullshit. And let them fight our representatives, but we ain't saying a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? I definitely wouldn't have signed on for coming clean. Nah, they would have been my word against his. And we're the Smiths. You know what I'm saying? We get this kid canceled, man. We get this kid's music, we get his contract canceled. Like, I wouldn't, because honestly, man, it opens up a can of worms that I'm sure they weren't ready to address. They weren't comfortable. It's their personal business that this man is leaked. and saying I came to Will. So now he throws Will in there. It would have been cool if Will didn't know about it. I came to Will. Will okayed it because Will probably did okay it. And she was saying he misunderstood. Will probably did okay it, but not for everybody to know.
He did. He, like you said, he thought dude was solid. He was a member of the family. They gets down like that, but the only difference is nobody gets to know how they gets down.
Yeah.
But now we don't really all know because they gave us. They only admitted to what could have been proven, pretty much. They admitted to what if they got ahead of it because he probably had proof and it would have made them look stupid. So they got ahead of it. They admitted to what they had to. And everything else, they're just going to keep under their hat and hope that it doesn't get too bad, man. It's disappointing that it had to go this direction, man, but it's all good, man. Some people get messy. And speaking of messy, one of Nick Cannon's exes is getting messy. We got to talk about that when we come back. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey, guys and gals, if you're enjoying the show, let someone know. Whatever app you're listening on, please subscribe, give us 5 stars, and leave a positive comment.
And why wouldn't you give us 5 stars and a positive comment? We're great.
Yes, we are. This helps our placement so that other people can enjoy the show as well.
And why wouldn't they? We're great.
Hey, come out. Nick Cannon's new baby mama, Brittany Bell, announced that she was pregnant with another baby. She did one of those where she had the older brother. He's in a like superhero costume or whatever. And it's like, guess who's going to be the super brother? Something nice and warm and fuzzy. And so after that, one of Nick's ex named Jessica White, beautiful sister, posted a picture of her and Nick in really nice formal wear. And they look like they like each other. And she said something, I don't remember the text, but she said something on Instagram to the effect of, you'll always be the one for me. You'll always be my first. I mean, it was like almost right after she found out that the baby was on the way. The timing was very curious, dog. Mm-hmm. But that wasn't it. It wasn't a one-off. Then again, she did another picture, and this one was like with her and Nick, shirts off, intimately booed up. And she said, catch me. Don't let me drop. Keep loving me like you do. Don't ever stop. Hashtag my hero. Thank you for all of your support on my new journey. Hashtag my love. New journey is funny because it's like, this ain't just my old dude. We still talk. Hashtag no entanglements here. She used the key word, Kamal. Then someone called her out and said, Nick is expecting another child with the amazing Miss Bell. She really does love him and is so loyal. Do you feel like maybe you're getting in the way of all that? White responded, she said, Nick and I have been together off and on for years. Their new child was conceived when we had temporarily broken up. Now she sounds like Gabrielle Union. Any child is a blessing. I'm no homewrecker at all. Nick was a free man at that, and he can be with whoever he chooses. And for years, that person has always been me. That is between him and Brittany. I support him through thick and thin, as he does the same for me. Kamal, do we need to pull a flag on Miss Jessica White?
Jessica White not only gets a flag, I think she's ejected from the game.
Ejection.
Flag on the flag.
Ejection, man. Because the thing about it is, she sees the deal. She sees that basically somebody else is getting some of that Nick shine, and she can't handle it. She can't handle Nick Cannon and some other chick getting some attention, getting the retweets, and possibly getting mentioned on TMZ. This is thirst at an all-time high.
She need a Gatorade.
Yeah, it's thirst at an all-time high, man. This is jealousy. This is, hey, don't forget this. Look at this couple. This is basically just to keep shit going. Honestly, this is one of those things where if I was Nick, I would have to have a talk with, what's her name, Jessica White? Mm-hmm. Like, man, let me posting this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you support me thick and thin, you wouldn't be doing this, because what it does is, man, it puts my name out there, and now I gotta respond to shit. People ask me questions, like, it's just unwanted attention. You know, you don't have to put these pictures of us out.
No,
you got them. You don't have to do that. You're doing this intentionally to just getting my shit, to just basically be a part of the Nick Cannon atmosphere or whatever, just to be a part of it. Like Nick Cannon's the whale. She's trying to latch on like that, them little, whatever the fuck them little animals are that latch onto a whale. Just roll with him. That's what she's trying to do, man. It's disgusting. I don't condone it, and just beyond the flag. This is something that get you ejected.
Kamal, I'm not throwing the flag.
What?
There's no flag. The referees are talking. I'm waving the flag off, and now the refs are bickering on the field. They're supposed to.
And the crowd is booing the refs.
The crowd is booing the hell out of me. Let me tell you something. It's not a flag on the play to me, but it's a red flag. To me, this woman is no good for you, Nick. You got to be careful about any woman that makes it about her. The right woman is the right woman, not the Miss White woman, but the right woman makes it about you. She's a helpmeet to you. She's not trying to blow up your spot. And this woman's trying to blow up your spot. That's a character issue, Nick. You got to be careful when they're going to reveal their character. It's up to you if you want to write it down in ink or not. Now, sometimes we just got a thing for the people and we let them slide and we will get them when we can. But this woman seems messy. She's inserting herself. She's shining the light on herself when she should be keeping the light off and letting you do your thing. There's no reason for her to be letting everybody know about your business at this time, especially when you got a new baby mama. Now, I don't know how exclusive you are with this new woman, and I hope you're not, because I heard Nick is kind of not into the monogamy thing, but that's just a rumor, and I hope it's true, because I remember him saying something like, if you could afford, a man should have as many women as he could afford. If that is the case, I'm not sure if he needs to have a meeting with the harem. But to me, I'm just going to let you play yourself, because it's just going to make me less and less attracted to you. So you're going to be screaming and all that stuff, and I'm writing it all down, man. And it's going to make me distance myself. Come on, I can't do it, bro.
Yeah, I can dig that.
And when we come back, two ladies are duking it out over a name. And later in the show, a Dear Erby Writer's girlfriend has nude pictures of herself around the house. And brother wants to know, how is he going to get her to take it down before his boys come over? Oh, you're going to want to hear about this one. It's the MRA Podcast. You listen to us, but Kamal and I want you to know that we listen to you too.
Even if we don't always respond to your tweets in a timely manner.
I love how you say we, man. So if you have some feedback, maybe you agree.
Maybe you disagree.
Or maybe you just want to tell us how much you love the show, or that you want to testify about how we specifically helped you out. Or maybe you just want to tell Kamal how he was right or wrong.
But mostly right.
Whatever you want to tell us, hit us on our social. I'm at Kyle Erby.
I'm at Angry Kamal.
Hit us up and you just might hear your comment on the air.
Promise. We'll be gentle.
Hey, one part we didn't read from Hercules. He said, I just watched that red table and Will's neck was moving like Quagmire the first 3/4 of the production. And that neck tells me he meant what he said about getting her back. Absolutely, Cabal. Hey. And I can't wait till he does. Yeah, I know he's going to.
Man, hey, I don't need to get you back if we was broken up and I was done with you.
See? All right, let's get back to the show, man. So Lady Antebellum. Now, why would the MRA podcast be talking about Lady Antebellum? The reason why we're talking about them, it crosses a racial line. But it's also, to me, and there's men in the group, but it feels like being a man. This feels like as a man, there's certain shit you don't do. And so that's why this story intrigued me come out. After years of people telling Lady Antebellum that they got to change her name because I guess it has a slavery connection.
Well, the Antebellum South, the antebellum is the term what they call it the South pre-Civil War. So the slavery South is called the antebellum. Oh, I think Lady Antebellum is a racist name.
It's a racially insensitive name, definitely.
Definitely insensitive. Insensitive. And so they wanted to change after the George Floyd thing. They tried to change their name and they wanted to change it to Lady A. But the problem is there's already a Lady A.
And she's black. So you're trying to take the high road of we're racially sensitive, so we're going to change Lady Antebellum to Lady A, But the sister's like, the A still stands for antebellum, and you still being racist because you're taking my name and suing me. But the reason why they have a right to sue this woman is because they had the copyright to it. They had already trademarked the name back in 2011. Now, this woman didn't just start performing in 2011, but she doesn't have the national copyright. I think she had like a Tennessee something. She has like a local trademark, but not the whole national thing. And so she feels like they're bullying her, and it sucks because the woman's paperwork ain't right. And from their perspective, they're like, come on, man, this is our name too. We should share it. And the lady's like, nah, man, how about you give me $10 million for it? 5 for me and 5 for a black charity. How you feel about that, Kamal?
I think she's not being unreasonable. You know what I'm saying? She's like, y'all can have the name, just break me off. Because basically we both can't be Lady A. Now, I'll say this. Lady A, her ticket sales will increase. But she's going to be getting a lot of people wanting their money back or walking out because they're going to expect Lady Antebellum when they show up.
Yeah.
And not this.
She said her fans can't find her music right now.
Right. The thing about it, she's small time. I don't even think this is a racial thing. I think this is just the big dog versus the little dog. This is big money.
But when the little dog is black and you claim to change your name to be sensitive to black people, and it happens to fuck another black person, man, you sure do look bad. Hey, when we come back, man, we got to talk about this Big Sean. We talked about him on the MRA webisodes, man. How is his perspective of the death of his ex-girlfriend, Naya Rivera? And later in the show, we got a Dear Erby letter about a man whose girlfriend has nude pictures of herself around the house, and he wants her to take him down before his homies show up. It's an MRA podcast. Guys, I have a comedy album. It's called Be a Man at All Times, and it's on, what's it on? Oh, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you stream your content.
It's a damn good comedy album.
I appreciate that, man. There's stand-up on there. Kamal and I wrote a whodunit mystery called The Case of the Missing Balls. That's on there.
Based on a true story.
Check out the album. Show your boy some support. And you can buy it on iTunes. Keyword buy it. Stop streaming. Kamal, Big Sean's ex passed away, Naya Rivera. She is from Glee, and she drowned, and they looked for her body for a while, and they finally found her. It confirmed that she had passed this week. The reason why we come from the perspective of Big Sean is because I'm a Big Sean fan more than I'm a Naya Rivera fan, if I'm keeping it 100. And I didn't even know who she was, except for the fact that one of her brother played for the Raiders, tight end. Shouts out to him. But I didn't know who she was. I knew her from Big Sean's song, I Don't Fuck With You.
She was the inspiration for a good song.
She was the inspiration for a hit. And we got so excited when that song came out. It was, oh man, when that shit came out, it went hard in the paint. But the reason I bring that up, not to disrespect Naya who's passed away, but I wonder how he's feeling now. Now, Big Sean has not talked about it, but he has liked some posts. That's crazy when the media knows what fucking shit you like. He's liked some posts where they gave her respect. Man, to me, Kamal, it makes me think it's just never worth it to light somebody's ass like that on wax because it lives forever.
Well, it's been 6 years.
Yeah.
But yes, when you go hard, typically it's only cool, in my opinion, when it's Lifetime, like 50 and Ja Rule. They, they ain't gonna never be cool.
That's a very good point.
You know what I'm saying?
But no Vaseline. Ice Cube went in and, ended up sad when Easy passed away.
Right. Not only that, these guys were friends again.
Yeah.
And he'll play. Honestly, man, I haven't seen Cube in a while, but I think he still raps this shit.
He does it at the concert?
Yeah. I know he was doing this shit after Easy died. You know what I'm saying?
It's a fucking hit.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's like, man, if you my boy,
damn.
Like we get back together, I still gotta hear you light me up. I still gotta hear about this shit.
Can Big Sean fucking perform the song anymore?
No.
That's his biggest hit.
Can't. That's a no.
Nigga, he can't do this. Dog, are you serious?
I don't think so, man. I think that basically the song's retired, man.
Exclusive. I don't know if anybody else talking about this shit. You heard it here first. Wow.
I think the song is retired, man. I think that basically, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, y'all hit us up on our social media at the MRA Podcast. Let us know, should Big Sean retire I don't fuck with you. Kamal says yes. Go ahead. I cut you off. I'm sorry,
No, I was gonna say I don't think Cube should do No Vaseline. I don't think Dre should do Fucking with Dre Day. You know what I'm saying? I just think that basically when cats pass, especially if you've become cool,
you can't do Dre Day no more. You cannot do Dre Day no more.
Right, man.
I don't see how I don't see how Ice Cube does No Vaseline with this is to Dre and Eazy-E and Eazy-E's dead and him and Dre are cool. I cannot see how he performs the fucking song.
He goes hard on Ren. Like, damn.
Ice Cube.
He goes. Dre gets a little. Man. Dre and Yella get the least amount, but Ren and Eazy get lit up.
I think it's because it was like Ren. You know, I don't want to use our real friends, but you know how it is when it's like, I know you ain't talking shit.
Like he says it in a song, hey, let you on the scene to back up the first team. Like,
dog, remember in junior high when, you know, black culture junior high was a whole lot of fighting, a whole lot of bullying. And there was always a nigga that'd be like, hold up, nigga. I'm not Kamal. I'll whoop your motherfucking ass. Oh, yeah. Kamal sitting there like, God damn, you just chumped me out in front of all these motherfuckers. Hey, nigga, I ain't Kamal, nigga. Oh, yeah. I'll fuck your ass up. What?
Hey, niggas, man, motherfuckers does not care about your feelings.
Niggas will use you. They will blast you right there. I ain't Kyle, nigga. I'm not going to let a nigga sock me in my jaw in front of my wife. Whoa, wait, nigga, I told you.
I didn't let him do I didn't allow that to happen. I did my best to stop it.
I did. What about my side of the story?
Yeah.
By the way, that never happened. I was never hit in front of my wife. But my point is, niggas will take your fucking shit and blast you just to prove a point.
I think Big Sean, man, I think that he should retire the song. I don't know, because it's been 6 years. And I know the song, in my opinion, he was hurt by her shaking him. Yeah. And so I'm hoping that he was over her. At this point, man, he's moved on. But I honestly, man, I thought about Big Sean when I hear about her, because that's the only way I know her is through Big Sean.
That's the first thing I thought.
But I think that the connection is been so far that I think the connection is not there anymore, and so he doesn't have to. His name doesn't have to be dropped each time they mention Naya Rivera.
And he always said it wasn't about her, even though it was so obvious it was. So he can just act like it still wasn't about her if he has to do the song, because that's his biggest hit, man. When we come back, man, it's Dear Erby time. We got this guy. He's got no control in his own house. Me and Kamal, we're going to try to coach him up. It's the MRA podcast. Hey guys, what's up? If you're enjoying this show, do us a favor and donate to our Patreon.
Word.
Just go to www.patreon.com. That's Patreon.com and make a donation to the MRA podcast of Kyle and Kamal.
Word.
It's that simple. Listen to the show, love the show, share the show, break the show off with some dough.
Bars.
Let's get into this Dear Erby letter.
Let us.
Dear Erby, I just bought a house in March and my girlfriend just moved into my home in June. We have been together since November and it's been really good. Guys, she is smoking hot. Great body. Pretty eyes that set you on fire when she looks at you. And wavy black hair. She is the prettiest girl I've ever been with by far. She's super cool, laid back, and artsy type, and she's really natural. She doesn't wear deodorant. Okay. But she never smells bad, trust me. She doesn't wear makeup, rarely wears shoes. I know who you're talking about. She got the Erykah Badu vibe going. I'm so in love with this girl. I think she's the one. My birthday is coming up. She wants to throw a party for me at my house. She wants it to be a housewarming party / birthday party. I have not seen a lot of my friends in a while because of the pandemic. And for a lot of my guys, it will be their first time meeting my potential wife-to-be. I have a little problem, though. There are some very tasteful but very nude pictures of my lady framed in our living room that I don't want my partners to see. I sort of mentioned that maybe we should take them down before my buds come by. And she was very offended. I don't want my guys to see my future wife naked. But I don't want to make her mad. What should I do? Come on, man. What you think, man? Help him out. That's from Trey in Austin. Come on, man. Let's help him out, man. What do you think he should do?
Party's canceled.
Oh, my God.
They can't come through. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she can still have the party, but I'm telling them niggas they can't come through. Hey, look, man.
Dog, you're not telling me and Lack and Dominique that we can't come.
Yeah. I'm
No,
tell,
you're not.
and I'm gonna tell y'all why y'all can't come through. I'm gonna tell y'all why y'all.
That's good.
Like, hey, look, man. So the party's still on, and just y'all flaked on me, but y'all can't come through, man. Here's the thing about it. What I would really want to know.
I need you to keep this narrative going. Hey, man, you telling us, dog, the party is flake. Why? What happened? Why can't we come, nigga?
Man, because my girl got pictures of her, asshole naked, and I can't have y'all looking at my girl like that, man. So she don't want to take them down. And I know what y'all gonna say, who wear the pants in the family, and I'm gonna say, yeah, y'all can't come through. But here's the thing about it. What I would want to know from Trey's girl, if I'm Trey, is why is it so important to leave them up? Because I don't want my friends to see her tastefully nude. They say she's smoking hot, great body. I don't need my friends thinking about my wife, my wife to be. I don't need her. I don't need them making jokes about her like, God damn. And so I think it's more her ego than anything, because if I'm like, hey, we should take these down because my boys are coming over, and she gets offended. Like, come on, man. Like, why would you get offended? I don't want my friends to see my potential wife without clothing on. I don't even see why this is a controversial issue. And if she's digging her heels in the sand, first of all, it's your house, Trey.
Facts.
It's your house. You let her stay with you. And so, I could see if she was busted, you're ashamed of me, but no, she's bad. You know what I'm saying? She's bad. So, Trey, I would say if you don't like me, you don't like fighting, and you're not even with the chaos. Just party's over, man. Party's over. But you have the right and full authority to take them pictures down. That is your right as the homeowner. You know what I'm saying? And so she's just, no disrespect, but hey, man, she's staying there with you. And so I think, you have that authority. What I would do, I just tell my boys they can't come through. And it'll just be all her friends. I'll sit there and be miserable, whatever, and be mad. Why? I don't understand why my friends just show up. And then, but they could. My boys cannot see my wife naked. Sorry.
Hey, man, that's real cute, dog. Especially when they bounce that ball off your head. When we get back, I'm going to weigh in, bro. It's bullshit.
That's real cute how they bounce that ball.
Yo, what's up? I'm Kyle.
And I'm Kamal.
And you're listening to the MRA podcast, where men come to talk and women come to eavesdrop. Kamal, my man Trey is in trouble. Let me tell you something, Trey. You are in prenup mode. You are in trouble. You have lost it. You have lost it, dog. You are not running your shit. You have the value. You have the home, and you think because she's so fine that she has the value. But you are sprung, and you're in trouble. This is not going to go well for you. First of all, she's decorating your fucking house. And she's putting her body up, and she's artsy, so she might have taken the pictures. She might love them, and I get why she'd have her feelings hurt. Because the guy for her ain't tripping. But you're not the guy for her, Trey. You're shoplifting the pootie. Rest in peace to John Travolta's wife, by the way. That's a Jerry Maguire reference. Rest in peace. Wife had a great performance in that, and we saw his wife naked in that. Your wife's an actress, Kamal. You might have to go through this one day.
Yep. Nope. I do. I already told. Hey, man, let me explain something to you. My wife ain't doing no sex scenes.
You sound crazy right now.
I already told her she can't do no sex scenes, man.
You told her.
I told her this. She because we watch a lot of movies and stuff like that, and and we'd be watching the sex scene. And I'd be like, yeah.
Dog.
I don't think she'd be comfortable, and she knows how I feel about it. So she really wouldn't be comfortable. She
Man,
know
your
I'll be
wife's an actress, homie.
I'll be off on the side, mad as a motherfucker,
Hot as fuck.
steaming.
Man, let me say it like this, man. You're sprung, Trey, man. And I know how women do it. They hit you with that weed bullshit. This is our house. Bitch, this is my house. Fuck that. You got to let her know, man. This is my house. You got to put your foot down. But it's hard. This is coming from a guy who's lived with a woman before and never had say. Like, had no say in the decoration. I've had that in several relationships. No say. Don't even care. But it's never been my house first. But even if it was, I don't care that much.
Would you care about naked pictures around when I'm coming over to
That's a fuck no, Jamal. That's a fuck no. But
what if it was her house?
here's the thing. There's the difference, man. I wouldn't get with a woman like that.
I got you.
That's why I think Trey's tripping. It's not fair to Trey or his lady that Trey is so handcuffing. It's not fair. His woman is a free spirit. To put clothes on a free spirit, this sounds like what Nadia from Brooklyn would be like. Like, to put clothes on a free spirit doesn't seem right. You're wrong on this, by the way. You married an actress.
Yeah.
You don't get to say, now, listen, I wouldn't marry no goddamn actress, nigga.
I married an actress, and she's a very, very fine actress. However, she ain't taking every part. It's work at the post office.
Boy, I love this show. He's some nuts, man. I don't know, man. I'm concerned with Trey, man, honestly, because I just think you're going to give on this, and you're just going to keep giving. Where do you draw the line, man? If you don't draw a line on your wife being nude, and I see why you're not, because that's who she is, you really might want to think about how much worse it's going to get. Plus, you just met her in November, man. Slow down on the marriage plans, my dude. Please slow it down. Because if she's pushing this, because sometimes dudes be pushing it because they're so sprung and they want to lock it down. Man, it sounds like you need to slow it down, Trey, because it sounds like you are biting off too much more than you can chew, man. You should be, number one, you should get with a girl that wouldn't do that, and there's plenty of them out there, because I would never have my lady, nope. That ain't my style. And Trey, that don't seem like it's your style too. You got the value. Don't forget. You got the value, man. Don't sell yourself short. You shouldn't have to put up with this type of shit, man. Like we used to say on the old MRA, be you and never compromise.
Yeah, I co-sign everything you said, man. I was basically just giving him the advice that, you know what I'm saying, if he's that sprung and infatuated, just cancel the party. But when I reread the letter, the Dear Erby letter, I saw it's his birthday, and she wants to throw him a party.
Yeah.
She wants to throw a party at Trey's house.
Their house.
With her pictures up all around.
Yep.
Yeah, man. It just seems like she's a, hey, everybody, look at me type of person.
Look at me type.
Look at me.
Which is okay, because some dudes don't mind. But Trey, this don't feel like the one for you, man. Good luck, dog.
Mm-hmm.
He's in trouble. You need some advice in your relationship?
And can't afford a therapist?
Yeah. Hit us up and we'll get you through this.
We won't even charge you a copay.
Exactly. The Dear Erby Letter is our longest standing segment on the MRA, dating all the way back to the webisodes. This is where we truly save relationships one listener at a time. We've saved marriages.
Encourage divorce.
Taught a guy how to please his woman.
Encourage divorce.
Yeah, so hit us up for advice and we'll help you out. Send your emails to dearerby@themrapodcast.com. That is dearerby@themrapodcast.com. Where can we find you?
Twitter and Instagram @Angry Kamal.
I'm at Kyle Erby, KYLEERBY. At the MRA Podcast is where you can find us both. And according to the commercials, I guess Kamal is going to be hitting people back. KyleErby.com is my website. And that is where you can see all my videos, all my commercials, some of my comedy stuff. The MRAPodcast.com is where you can listen to 102 of our episodes. Man, Kamal, thank you for 102 weeks of service. I really appreciate it. Couldn't have done without you, dog.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. The pleasure's all mine, man. I love doing this.
Absolutely. Ladies, we love you. Fellas, be a man at all times.
Deuces.